In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa. Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines.
Yes, Between the Lines, this second day of February 2026. My name is Godwin Iweajuwa, and we're here Between the Lines. Wherever you're joining, you're welcome. You are welcome. Yes, I'm with Dr. Olufemi Oba. I don't know, Dr. Olufemi, it's dark where you are.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I'm driving. I should be home in the next 3-5 minutes.
Awesome. Let's connect with you. Okay, but you can still, can you coordinate? Can you talk while you're driving?
Yeah, I can. Good. Yeah, I can because I'm on hands-free. I'm just dropping my daughter off at the station. So I'll be
okay. So this is
I can talk. How are you?
I'm good. You enjoy sophisticated technology in you're enjoying the sweet side of technology in the UK. Driverless cars and all of that. Nice. All right, viewers, we are here on Between the Lines. Between the Lines today, the 2nd of February, and I'm here with Dr. Femi. So Between the Lines is a lively conversation program, like we say, every Monday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, and also different time around the globe. So what we do is give the updates from the week, the weekend, and all that has happened. We just look into 1 or 2, 3 of them and give those updates as it affects us Africans living living in the diaspora. So you're welcome. Between the Lines. Dr. Femi, yes, you are there. Now let's begin with some good news. The Nigerian troops killed some ISWAP members, and what we heard is there are about 13 of them, but it could be more too. In the Sambisa forest, that forest that has become like their den, their conclave, their hideout. And we said what we heard is the Nigerian troops neutralized 10 of them, and a top ISWAP commander. These are the kind of news we want to hear, Dr. Femi. It's a breakthrough for us,
Yeah.
Being that these people are really giving us. Yeah. Tell us, Femi. Tell us.
Definitely. Those are the kind of news that we want to hear. And I said that before, and I think a few weeks ago, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that I know, when he says he's going to do something, he will do it. And this is just the beginning of the end of this insecurity thing that we're talking about in the Sambisa forest. I believe more is yet to come.
More yet to come. Yes, viewers. Sambisa forest, like some of you may know, is that big forest where, apart from Dr. Femi, you know that apart from these guys hiding there, the Sambisa forest also has a large deposit of natural resources. Gold. We had gold is there. Even some people say there is diamond in Sambisa forest. And so, but they are activities of these people in that forest also reduces the government to go there and do business, even though we know they are doing something there themselves, probably an illegal mining, illegal business.
Yes.
Tell us, what
Yes.
do you know about that,
Yes.
Femi?
I think, so I'm not 100% sure. I think they are doing business there, and that's where the source, most of the source of the ammunition they're
Funding.
using, that's where they're sourcing the funded. It's funded. So they're doing activities in there because Sambisa Forest is not just an ordinary forest, it's a massive land space. Very, very massive land space. It's up to some states in Nigeria. So
Yes.
it's up to the size of some states in Nigeria. So
Yes.
it's not just a little space. So when we just say Sambisa Forest, just say maybe a couple of forests that people can just overrun. No, it's the size of some states in Nigeria. The challenge there is that, this challenge there is that it is also a source of wealth for these terrorists. They don't just hide there; they also gain some things from there, and that's why you find that they are never short of ammunition. So something is funded from that place as well. So, but we are thinking and we're hoping that the government will continue to do this. Governments in the past had tried and they failed, but I think with the appointment of Musa, we are in good hands in this one.
We're in good hands in this one. Oh man, thank you for this update. So for our viewers, we're trying to see if we can bring one or two images of the Sambisa forest so that we can have an idea of where we're talking about. Now, take note that this forest is in the north of Nigeria, the northeast of Nigeria, and is in a state called Borno State. Borno has the Sambisa forest, and also what we heard is the Sambisa forest has some deposits of some real good natural resources that the world needs now. So it is in the northwest part of Chad Basin, about 60 kilometers southeast of also Sambisa Forest. So Sambisa Forest is where these guys are hiding, and it's sad that we have to be fighting at all times. Now, before we go further, let's bring in Sir George Chukwu from Toronto, Canada. Sir George. Georgie, can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh dear, I think George, you need to connect again somehow.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear? Okay, I think George has small network issue there. So Femi, okay, let me just give you a few minutes to get yourself together. So the Sambisa forest, like we're saying, is the hideout for the Boko Haram, the hideout for the ISWAP. In fact, I think there's a fight on who holds dominance there, who holds the territory. So most times you also have fight between the two terrorist group, the Boko Haram group and the ISWAP group. George, can you hear me now?
Yes,
George,
yes, I can hear you.
I've
been hearing you.
Friday, Monday. Okay, now I can hear you.
Between the
Earlier
lines.
we couldn't hear you, George.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, George.
Yeah, so we're talking about this Sambisa forest and the killing of the individual who is supposed to be the Islamic head, terrorist head. Well, it's a good, it's a welcome, situation there. The point is this. The point is this. We like it or not. If the government decides to fight against the people, they can. I don't care how Sambisa is. There are technologies that can be used to go deep into those places where they are. The same way they could, from Nigeria, Kenya, to arrest Nnamdi Kanu. And there are a lot of things that are happening within our own country. Easily go and arrest somebody. The major problem we are having in Nigeria is sabotage. Sabotage. like it or not.
Okay. Dr. Femi, you're welcome back. So Sambisa Forest,
they can.
This is
the problem we are having is the northern belief system. Hold on. Northern belief system that most of these people are the brothers. And there is been a lot of farming, or find some of these Central and Nigeria people. You saw people releasing information, and then all of a sudden will step out of the way, and then after that they come back again. You see what it is in Nigeria.
George, please, can you relink your stream, the stream? We were not hearing you well, but you're saying strong words here because Femi already is nodding his head, but we can't get it together. So if you can do that favor of coming in again, somehow refresh your browser. Let's hear you clear, George. So Dr. Femi, Sir George was saying some things there, and I saw you shaking your head. Anyway, viewers, this is a small aerial view of the forest we're talking about, the Sambisa forest. The Sambisa forest is in Borno State, like we said, and the good news we heard today is there was a joint task force that has eliminated 10 people from the ISWAP side and also killed a top ISWAP commander. So Femi, I was saying something again. Sambisa forest, because of the large deposit of food that is there, natural resources, one thing that happens there again is the two terrorist groups sometimes go against themselves. They fight on holding the territory. We saw some fight last time. They killed themselves because each person is about owning the territory. So what do you say about this, Sambisa forest?
Yes. Let me just say something. Sir George just said something which is a wrong rhetoric about the Nigerian military, saying that it's not because there's no willpower to do it, or they could just take it out the way they take Nnamdi Kanu out. That is a wrong narrative. Nnamdi Kanu is just one individual, and it was taken from a city. Look at the dense picture of the area view of that forest. That is not a child's play. That is not where you just go without knowing the terrain. People are just talking as if they're just politicizing this. The lives of young Nigerians who are in the military are being wasted in this forest. And someone is just saying, no, the way they took Nnamdi Kanu out, they should have just taken out the terrorists. The terrorists are like one spiritual leader says something, that the worst person you can want to fight against is somebody that doesn't want to come back home. Somebody that wants to die at war. When we are fighting against somebody that wants to die at war, and you want to go back home, that's what they call terrorist is. A terrorist want to die, but you don't want to die. So that's the kind of people you are fighting with. One. Secondly, that place is not a child's play. Cannot you just take them out? We are talking about thousands of people who are just terrorists who just don't want to go home, just want to die for anything. But you are soldiers who are trained to go come back home.
If I heard George well, George is back with us anyway. Let me just add to what he was trying to say. We own the territory.
Yes,
that's Nigeria territory. That's that. When we say,
listen to this.
Okay, go ahead, George. Go ahead.
Okay. Don't stiff again.
Oh, it's
you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
We have.
It's gone stiff again, George. Okay, so what George was saying in essence is, we own. I mean, that's our territory. Borno State is part of the states, Nigeria states. It's not for any other person. It's for us. So if you have a territory like that, and we say sovereignty, we use those words every time. How can't you have control over your own domain, your own territory? How come some people will be running down? Yes, we know that's a very thick forest. It's not a small forest, as you can see. But Dr. Femi, this is Nigeria. Nigeria government can do a lot. We've done a lot for many other African countries back in the days. We've helped people get out of their situation like this. Now, we should be able to have that manpower, that will, that determination, that strength, and we have it to say, no, this is our territory. We have to control it. George,
Yes.
can we?
Yes, that's a very good rhetoric when it comes to that Zambeza forest. Zambeza forest, like I said, is as massive as a size of another state.
What
Now,
major
over the years,
problems
that place have been occupied over the years. To take that, you say there should be strong will of a government, like you said correctly.
Yes.
There should be strong will of the government to do that. But one of the things you must also note in this case is this: when you are talking about strong will to take over, you have somebody that is fighting back in those areas. So what you need it's something that you just don't overtake. Oh, I want to go and do it overnight. It's not something you do overnight. There are people fighting you back to take over those places. Now it's like you say, okay, why don't you just take over all the forest in Southwest? This is a thick forest. It's like the Americans want to take over Vietnam in those days. They were massacred because those people know the terrain. The people in the Vietnamese know the terrain, and the Americans have the ammunition and all the technology, but they were wiped out because the people that were attacking knew the terrain. So these people that we are talking about, these terrorists knows the terrain. So what we do is over the time, we need to, like you said, it's something that government has to sit back and look at how you're going to do that. But what about the economic situation that we have there? You cannot put all the resources of the state towards Zambeza forest, neither and ignore the nation state. There are challenges. Fine. It is good for us to do this, but it's good for us to also notice that it is something that can be done. Not that, oh, why can't government just do it? It is not just something you just do overnight like that. It takes some planning and maybe some technology and some strong will of government to do it.
Good point of view, Dr. Olufemi.
Let me tell you this. Listen, let me tell you this, okay? Sometimes we get influenced to Bible, religious, or whatever, or politically correct issues. The bottom line to it is this: these people have killed more people in our country than any other war that you can think of. The 6 million people that were massacred, they were massacred during the Germany situation. You cannot compare it to what has been happening in our country. This is an age-old type of situation that has been aching us for so long. Are you telling me, oh, this? No, it's been a lot of game being played. Because we are basically saying, oh, let's, manage them, because they are brothers and all that kind of stuff. Let me tell you something. If this thing was in the eastern part of Nigeria, long ago. So let's, because when things are happening, we know what is going on. Number one situation, you rest clear from the board, but now all of a sudden, Californium is there. All the, the minerals that you use in battery, gold, and everything, that place. Some people are privately enjoying themselves with the resources of these places, and the people that are you protect that place.
We are having issues. George, the network is a joke.
No, there is a game being played.
George, your network is still
Let me tell you that we want to keep this in regardless of if Nigeria decides tomorrow that they want to destroy this thing, clip them from the roots. It will be, if they cannot do it, they will get international help. Believe me.
All right.
So let's talk about that. We are, we clap for them, for these 10 people that they killed. But
okay.
let's move on. How this is Islamic.
Your network is very, very bad.
Yes, very bad. George, it's still not
the history. We know what is going on.
Your network is very bad.
Yes, we can't hear you, George.
We would love to hear you, but your network is very bad.
Okay, let's go on with more news from that corner. Big man, Dr. Femi, there's also this news. I want us to be logical now because this time it's going to sound interesting. While Nigerian presidency says Nigeria is on track to achieve a trillion economy by 2030. That's what the Nigerian presidency media people are saying today, as at yesterday and today. But Peter Obi is saying that Nigeria insecurity, poverty, and power supply has worsened in even January 2026. So these are two subjects now. The presidency is saying we're doing so fine. By 2030, it will be $1 trillion economy. Now, this other side says things are getting very, very deplorable, very, very terrible. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about, first of all, the government side. The president said reforms, inclusion of very good agenda, economic agenda, and all they had doing to reposition Nigeria is working well. And also, we are not just talking about Nigeria, that the continental leadership is coming back again, where Nigeria is they are in the process of making Nigeria great again. Let's talk about that first of all. What will you say? The presidency.
Yeah, I will rather believe the presidency who are in charge of government than somebody that is an outsider. That is without politics. Now, if you put politics back into it, what do you expect an opposition man to say? Oh, the government is doing very well. Don't elect me. So that is just playing politics with it. The thing is this: when was the last time Obi saw anything good in anything? Everything is always negative. So I'm not surprised. So if the world economy is moving toward Nigeria, if companies are coming to, there is foreign direct investment, people are coming to Nigeria, tourism is booming in Nigeria, things are going that way. We don't see anything good in anything. So I'm not surprised. So it's not something that we need to debate about. That's what opposition does. The opposition will not ever see anything good in what government is doing. So I'm not surprised about that.
Okay. Sir George, I hope you heard us,
yes.
What we're saying here. Good. It looks as if the network is now sounding well. Go ahead, George. So two situations.
The bottom line.
The presidency says, go ahead. You heard it.
The bottom line to it is this. The government is working. The government is working. First, in 2026, federal budget, the Nigerian government has allocated 1.7 trillion to settle contractors' debts dating back to 2024. They are working. This move aims to ease ongoing pressure on the infrastructure development and restore confidence among service providers. The government is working. Meanwhile, the United States of America, if you think about it, immigration processing fees are risen by 5.6%. They want to make more money for us. Across Africa, instability continues on Somalia.
There's
Listen to this
wrong
on Somalia.
with, Canada today. Dr. Femi.
Yes. He's saying the truth. Now, if you look at the records, now the contractors that have been owing the government had owned since 2015, 2016 is the government is paying them. The money is going to the economy. So if you have that, foreign direct investment is coming. Just last month, the whole world was in Nigeria for 30 December, and they brought in their money to come and spend in Nigeria. But these people will not see anything good in anything. So, go on, George. George was reading out facts for you.
Yes,
so I'm always enjoying it.
Yes.
Back. Okay. Across Africa, things has been going on, and we saw the Somalia facing aid, cost threats, growing protests, and analysts warn this may deepen economic and humanitarian pressure on them. But back home in Nigeria, former presidential candidate Obi was just warning and raising strong concerns about Nigeria deepening poverty crisis. Okay, the government is working. He knows that the food now accounts for up to 70% of the spending among the poor households. That's one. Making rising food prices devastating. He warns that poverty is crushing purchasing power and hurting small businesses and weakening national productivity. Obi drew a sharp contrast and comparison between like India and Indonesia, which drastically reduced their poverty through sustained investment in education, health, and social protection, while Nigeria has moved in the opposite direction, rising from 40% poverty in 2000 to 62 today. Watch this. This is where the balance comes. The government is working. The government is moving. For 8 solid years, we were a sleeping giant. APC under Buhari destroyed Nigeria. Nothing was going on. Listen to me. If you think that there will be magic that will come overnight and do a miracle for things to change, it's not true. It doesn't work that way. The government is investing. The government is working on things internationally to stabilize our economy. The truth of the matter is what Obi is saying is true. Let's not lie to ourselves. I was there on ground. I intentionally went down and was able to deal with people. I intentionally did this because I wanted to make sure that what I'm hearing, is it true? It is true. There is food inflation in Nigeria. It's lightening a little bit from the way it was about a year ago. It's getting better, but it's not better yet. The common man is not enjoying the progress that we are hearing on television and on the news. They are not. $40,000 a month, naira a month, cannot feed anybody. A bag of rice is how much? Tell me. A young lady who finished university, couldn't find a job, is working in a hotel, cleaning hotel. 24 hours she stays there. Most of them, they sleep there 24 hours because they did it to help them. If they come every day, their money will be gone in transportation. So you tell me, Dr. Femi, come on. You go to Nigeria, when you sit down to eat in one restaurant alone, you will pay $70. While a lot of these Nigerian people, university students, are earning 40,000 naira a month. Transportation alone is 800 naira one way, 800 naira the other way. By the time a week is gone, the whole money was fast spent. Let me tell you something. What Obi is talking about is 100% correct. I witnessed it. I'm an APC member.
I'm an APC 100% member. Correct. All right. So
eventually,
yes.
Now, George, it's going to trickle down eventually, but right now it has not.
It's going to trickle down eventually.
Yeah,
right now.
That's what opposition normally does. They talk about what is not right, but they never see what is right. That is what opposition does. So I'm not surprised about that. I didn't say whether I said what is wrong is true or not. What is opposition normally see is everything wrong. But I've always said this. Our priority as a nation and our traditional approach of a nation is wrong. No matter what any government does in Nigeria, all this issue of food security that you are talking about, all this big drama we're talking about, will not work until we begin to change our orientation. Listen, petrol was 2,000 naira sometime, is now 600 naira. The drivers are still carrying even more expensive now. Is it the government? No. We are hurting each other. We, as Nigeria, hurt each other. When we buy rice, we make rice in Nigeria, we go and take bags of foreign rice, we pour it into it, we produce it at 25,000 naira, we bag it in foreign bag, we sell it for 70,000 naira. Is that government? We as a nation needs to change our orientation. We are wicked to each other. We are mean to each other as a nation. So orientation. No, government will do. Hold on, please. Let me finish. Allow you to finish. Government has a duty of care. Government has a duty of care, but we as a nation also have it. I remember a few months ago, a traditional ruler went into the city. He said in there that the Hausas from the north brought a bag of onion for 17,000 naira into the town to sell. They are selling it for 60,000 naira. The same one that bought for 17,000 naira was sold for 60,000 naira. The man said, is this the Hausa man that brought it, made money from it for 16,000 naira? You that did not leave your town, you are selling for 60,000 naira. The traditional ruler said it will cost them. So this is what I'm talking about. We are wicked to each other. But what we do is that we'll keep pointing, accusing us as somebody else. This is this person, this is this person, this is this person. What about the people that are mean to each other? The drivers will go into the garage, will go in the garage and take the cost of the transportation. But the thing is this, government own. The government needs to be policing a lot of things. The government needs to go out of the street and police a lot of things. Price control.
Very good.
Yeah, things like that. Things like that needs to happen. But we are mean to each other.
Also, Peter B was not just describing this whole thing. He was specifying also some things. Insecurity, Dr. Femi, failure in education, and he said power supply. Power supply. He said our power supply. I mean, you all saw what happened last week. Twice the grade fell. Twice light, electricity. People were living. I had families calling me to tell me they are living in dark. They've been in the dark for weeks now. It's causing heat. It's causing distress. It's causing all kinds of things. So these are the ones that we also look into. It's not only the food and all of those ones.
The government is addressing power supply.
Huh?
The government is addressing power supply.
George,
can I quickly mention something about power supply?
Okay.
Can I quickly mention something about power supply? The problem with power supply was not created in the past 10, 12 years. It was created about 15 years ago when privatization came. A lot of people that bought the discos and the Gencos were bought by people who do not have enough money to invest in them. It was like the telecom situation in the past. The national grid needs to be discouraged. The idea of national grid needs to be discounted. What we should do is that power generation and distribution. The problem in Nigeria is not power generation, it's power distribution, because we are still generating and putting it on the old archaic national grid. National grid should be discounted. State and local government should begin to generate electricity. But how would they do that when there's no funding? The government was owing these people a lot of hundreds of millions of naira. The government has just released a few amount of millions of naira towards that to pay them off, because the government was subsidizing electricity, but were not paying their own side of it. Government was not paying. Like you said, under Buhari government, they were not paying at all. So they just begin to pay now. So these are long-term problems, like we said, but needs to be tackled one after the other.
Needs to be tackled one after the other.
Okay.
George,
when it comes to Dr. Femi, you were saying something about how most of the time we are wicked to one another. Let me tell you something. We are hearing this again and again, and we're calling it out on the news. A few people will listen. Somebody might, bring it to the attention of the federal government. You see, when things are going good, we clap for the head. When things are going bad, we put fingers down for the head.
Okay.
Like it or not, uneasy is the head that wears the crown. If this wickedness is perpetrated in Nigeria, we need to call it out so that it will stop. There gotta be a reason why people are so mean. They want to grab it all at the same time. Because it's not supposed to. Government is supposed to police that aspect of it. They have to have a toll-free number or a number where people can actually report stuff like this anonymously and they investigate it. Because if they don't, when it is going bad, it's on their head. It is their image that is being destroyed, whether we like it or not. So the reason why I'm saying this is simply because, we cannot excuse the government at all. They cannot be excused because you have the police, you have all kinds of agencies that are supposed to be watching all over this. And that is the reason why we're doing news, in order to call their attention, because most of them are living in a bubble. They don't even know what is going on in the market. Many of them have not gone to the common market to see exactly what is happening there. I can guarantee you that. So when they're living in that bubble, their light is 24/7. They live in an air-conditioned room. If it gets cold in Jos, they will put their heat on. Other people are dying daily. So when it comes to the light situation in Nigeria, it is something that I am calling on our president to face it as the only task that he's supposed to do until he leaves. If President Tinubu gives the whole Nigeria light, I guarantee you his legacy will never be forgotten. I can guarantee you that.
All right,
And you will
George.
see the
All
economy
right.
change immediately.
Change.
Yes.
All right, guys. Good one. Good one. I think we just need to go head on today. Maybe we might not do the break so that we can cover some of the issues here. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for all of that passionate talk. You know, the passion you have for the country. But as things goes on, we see how it will look. Peter Obi have said his own part. I'm not taking it that it's an opposition talk.
No.
This
Can
is
I
his
say
own
something?
observation.
Can I say something? That's his own
Yes.
observation, but he is also working as an
Yes.
opposition. So he's doing his job that he's supposed to do as an opposition. Do you understand? So that's what politically, that's what it is. That's what he's doing. He's not going to come and
But
clap
also,
for
what he says, all those things he pointed out are things that, yes, the everyday life of the ordinary Nigerian is experiencing. So
statistically, it's accurate. Statistically, is accurate. When you walk from
Okay.
bottom up, not from top bottom. From bottom up, yes, indeed, it is.
Bottom up, yes, it is. So, but the presidency says, the presidency says Nigeria is on track to achieve a 1 trillion economy by 2030. 2030 is just 4 years from now. So that's interesting. Gentlemen, let's go to corruption trial of ex-petroleum minister Alison Madueke. He resumed today again. And maybe we should just see this clip before we talk about
Nigeria's ex-oil minister Diazani Alison Madueke took bribes, including luxury goods, while in her position. That's according to British prosecutors on Tuesday during her corruption trial. They added she also accepted stays in high-end properties from industry figures interested in lucrative oil and gas contracts. Those said there was no evidence that Alison Madueke awarded contracts to someone who should not have had one. Alison Madueke was Minister for Petroleum Resources between 2010 and 2015. She was also briefly the OPEC president, the first woman to hold either role. Alison Madueke is now one of the most high-profile former energy officials to stand trial for alleged corruption. She was charged in 2023 with 5 counts of accepting bribes and a charge of conspiracy to commit bribery. She is standing trial alongside her brother, who is charged with conspiracy to commit bribery, and an oil executive who is charged with bribery. The 3 defendants deny all the charges.
All right, gentlemen. So the discussion here is, number one, does the UK have that power to take this woman to court? I mean, she committed these crimes in Nigeria also. This is our minister. So we're talking of the power of taking her to court. What does this mean? Because this doesn't look like it's our case. It doesn't look like it's a Nigerian thing. It now looks like it's the UK.
No, it is not our case. And the reason why it is not our case is because oil is an international commodity that is being traded around the world. There is no country you will go to, you will not have an oil deal there. So that's the reason why UK is taking this. And they're looking at it from the standpoint of, people that are in such superpower, what they are doing with the power that they have and the authority that has been given to them or invested in them. So now when it comes to this bribery and situation, they actually, instigated it and they know about it. So, it wasn't something that was done in the back and then they brought it to them and say, oh, this is what is going on. They were involved. Some of these things. Number one, the woman, to me, I'm not judging, but I believe that she needs to return our money. That's all that I keep on saying it. Return 80% of our money, and we will ask the British government to give you a little lenience. But if you keep all these billions that you stole, and then you want to come and get away with it, what happened to O.J. Simpson might happen to you. Because what's going to happen is O.J. Simpson, got away from, his wife's situation, and then something else was trumped upon him, and he had to go to jail. So what I'm saying is this woman did evil to us Nigerians, and she must either pay for it or return our money, and then we can appeal to the British government to have leniency on, literally be lenient to her. That's all I'm saying. Because, and another thing I said last time, you remember what I said last time? Dr. Femi, I think you were here when I was saying she's the scapegoat. Because Onisi is the head that wears the crown. She's the scapegoat because she did not eat all this money alone. A lot of
So
people.
Dr. Femi, also, we have many more outlets in Tanzania, in Nigeria. So many of them. I mean,
too many of them.
Many of them. Why is all those ones also not being tried as they are following up with this woman? Why is it just her? At every point we hear about her, and there are all these ones that have done more terrible things even, but they are getting away with it.
Can I before Dr.
Yes.
Femi, Dr. Femi, before you come in, please just 1 minute. A police officer one day, a friend of mine, one day came and was asking me, was telling me that he was on his way from Atlanta, Georgia to Florida. And then he was doing about 150 miles per hour because he got a brand new Corvette. And the police officer there stopped him. And then when he flashed his a badge, the guy was like, listen, you need to be careful, slow down. And then they left. So I started laughing. I said, but if it was me, they would give me a ticket. So the police officer said to me, he said, the difference between the ones that are caught and the ones that are not caught is because the one has been caught. Everybody does it. Most Nigerians are, they are corrupt. Like what Dr. Femi is just saying about somebody will bring a bag of onions
and
16,000.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you're selling it for 70,000. Isn't that stealing? That's corruption to the core.
Okay. Let's hear Dr. Femi. Dr. Femi, go ahead.
Sorry about that, Dr. Femi.
Yeah, no, it's all right. The thing is there's a saying in Nigeria, in my language. He says it that one day, the day that they catch a thief is not the day that he starts stealing. It's the day they catch a thief. That's what the day is start stealing. So the thing is, those are being caught now. Today is their judgment. They were being tried now. Their judgment day. Addison did not steal now, but she's still she's still being tried now. So somebody else is not being caught. Somebody is not being caught. That is not the issue. Those who have been caught now, let them deal with them. Don't let us bother those that are not being caught. Those who will be caught, one day will be their own turn. They will be caught and they'll be dealt with. One day, a judge, a king, a pharaoh that does not know Joseph will come. And then they will deal with this. So please, this idea of whether somebody else has done it, somebody else has not done it, I don't want to bother my head about it. I want to bother those who have been caught, let them deal with them. And let them get like Sir George say, let her give us our money so that we can move on. Abacha stole his own. Yes. Abacha stole his own. He's gone. He will collect our money. He's our father who art in heaven. He's our father who art in heaven. Why is in heaven? He's sending the money to us. So the day that others will be caught, they will also be caught and they will have their day in court as well.
And here goes the saying, every day is for the thief, one day is for the honor.
It's for the honor.
But anyway, to wrap up this, the British authorities have kept her passport since 2015.
Yes.
After her arrest, and preventing her from returning to Nigeria to retrieve critical records. These are what the lawyers are saying. The defense also maintains that several payments raised by prosecutors were reimbursed from Nigeria since government ministers are barred from holding foreign bank accounts. So no, the two defendants that are with her they say the brother is Doyin Agama and Olatimbo Oyinde. So these are the two people facing the same trial. They deny the corruption, but there are evidence to show that this thing took place. So our thing is, we don't want you to go to jail, Alison. You suffered from cancer. Return 80% of our money. And then we will pray for you and ask British government to be lenient to you. Simple.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you. Viewers, you're still tuned to today's edition, Between the Lines, 2nd of February, and we're discussing issues as it pertains to global Africa, also from the diaspora standpoint. Gentlemen, there's a sad story that happened yesterday. Well, we know everybody got a glimpse of that story. A young girl, promising girl, future looks bright. And I mean, it was really heartbreaking to see a Nigerian singer that was trying to make her own entrance into the entertainment business and beaten by a snake at her home. Now, let's see this clip. Let's just see a little of this. We'll talk about this.
Jesus! Oh no! Oh, man, no. Bring it out. Kill her now. Hold it.
Okay. It's touchy sometimes when you see this kind of, you hear this kind of story. Anyway, there has been outpouring of grief in Nigeria following the death of this aspiring young singer. Now there are more stories. Yes, George. Let's hear you guys. There are also more stories we're hearing.
Yeah, this is so sad. One can gain national attention after her performance on The Voice of Nigeria 2021, where she impressed audience with her unique blend of jazz, opera, and classical music. Man, we lost somebody here. Video circulating online about this particular snake, that's just cobra that just killed her. But how did he enter into her place is what I don't understand. A close friend and the music director, Sam Ezugu, described her as a rising star whose talent and promise left a lasting impact on those who heard her sing. It's just amazing. Our condolences to the family, and I'm not quite sure, how the snake entered into her place. It's very disturbing. In her own apartment, she wasn't in the forest or outside somewhere, inside her own place. This is so sad. Our condolences to the house, to the family. We lost a great one now. By the way, Dr. Femi, all three of us here, we are from the same, we have the same Father in heaven. There is a promise that you're supposed to proclaim over your life, that you can pick up a snake or it will bite you. That venom will not kill you. It's a promise to us. Jesus said it in the book of Mark, chapter 16. Please, I know we're not supposed to be preaching the gospel, but you can proclaim such a thing whereby if you go back to Nigeria, if a snake touches you, we have an example in the last book of the book of Acts, chapter 27, when a cobra, fastened their hand upon Paul, and what happened? He took it and shook it into the
fire.
The fire. Then, yes, but these things are true. But you have to appropriate it in your life. It's a promise for a child of the living God. Snake will not bite you and kill you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Well, but it has killed Ifunanya Wangele. I forgot that other side of the name. So, Dr. Femi, the story again is that the hospital she went to was not, didn't have a solution to the thing, that they didn't have the antivenom medicine and all of that. Meanwhile, she had tied that part of the body that was beaten, and they loosened it. They loosened it, and they didn't have the solution to treat her for it. She tied it to stop that flow of the venom, the poisonous venom. So, are we not? Hospitals, don't they know that we still have the tropic vegetation in Nigeria? So snakes, you might be living in the city and snakes could still come in, because that Nigeria is heavily forest country with all those vegetation. So what will you say about this, Dr. Femi?
It is like so I just said, it's a sad narrative entirely for a young person, either young or old. Even the death of a Nigerian is as painful as any, and this young and promising Nigerian has just been wasted in the sense that the hospital as she's gone to shows high level of incompetence. And the fact that she took herself, I heard that she took herself to the hospital, hoping that she would get help from there. But where she got there, there was where they even hurt her the most. The best thing, even if they don't do anything, ordinarily make marks on those space and just pull it out with draw it out with syringes will have made a difference there. It's just common sense. But the thing is when we have it depends. Sometimes I'm not saying this, I'm not 100% sure about this. Sometimes we believe that going to a private hospital is a solution to some things. Meanwhile, some of the things in there are not. People in there are just there to make money. And that's that we've seen that happened to Mohbad too. He was taken to a private hospital and they wouldn't even just treat him. So you have situations like that. People believe that, when I go to private hospital, I'll be treated specially. And meanwhile, the facilities are in state hospital and thereabout. But the thing is like George said, the death of a young Nigerian is as painful as anything. I just pray that the family will have the fortitude to bear the loss. And then as a nation, that we should not waste each other like this. So it is sad. It's a sad narrative.
You know what happened to Chimamanda Adichie, the son that was taken to the hospital, and now she's suing that particular place. And I believe that investigation must be carried out. If what we are hearing is true, that hospital ought to be sued, because unless the law, justice takes place, they will continue to neglect. My mom died as a result of them taking her to a hospital. They refused to treat her because they wanted them to go and get money. You say, treat, let me go get money. No, we cannot admit her until you bring money. And it was an emergency. So, and this is a call to the nation, a call to the conscience of our government. It is a fundamental necessity to give hospitals all the money that we are wasting doing all kinds of things. These are necessities, for goodness sake. Can we build general hospitals that are going to be treating people? We have more than enough money that we're wasting in a lot of things. Let's continue to do what we need to do.
Let us be careful. Let us be careful when we say this. The people that are running the hospitals are not they are the problem. Can I tell you something that I'm very 100% sure about this? That for example, a lot of states in the Southwest, I'm talking about the Southwest, the treatment of anybody in emergency should be made priority. But you know what? Nigerians will sit on it. Fellow Nigerians will sit on it and will ask for money because they know they are holding you by the jugular, and the government did not send them that. A case of what happened in Abuja recently, that a woman they took a man to the hospital who had an accident. The government took the nurses up. They were not sent. They should be treated. Do you know what? The nurses and the doctors at hand wanted to collect money. So the thing is that we are so mean to each other. We as a people, we need to change our orientation. Money. We think money solves everything. We think by taking advantage of others in there. When you get stuck on the road, people want money. When you need this, people want money. If you this, people want money. We need to get this done. We need to get this out of our mentality. Everybody wants to exploit each other.
Still, Dr. Femi, truly,
I'm not saying that we are perfect.
The general hospitals are not working, and it's sad that
don't say that. That is not true. That is not true.
I mean, why has all the nurses and doctors run away? If it's not true,
they are running away from England too. They are doing that in England too. The doctors did not. Yes, they are running away. They are running away in England too. Doctors went on strike just a few weeks ago for 10 days. They went on strike. Why? Because they were overworked. Many of them that were trained ran away from here.
Yes,
many of them.
Your case is quite different.
No case is any different. No case is any different.
The Nigerian case is totally different. Our hospitals are in
nobody.
General hospitals are working. When you say my mom take medication, treatment from Lagos State General Hospital in Ikeja. My cousin is the director, is the director of in the hospital there, and I know it works. Let me tell you something. When we start saying this rhetoric,
your brother is a director.
No. My brother is not a director there. I said my cousin. Let me tell you, when we start saying this, when we start saying this on national television, people tend to go to private hospital or quack doctors and then don't go to the hospital. Do you know the number of the millions of people that have been treated in general hospital, in Ikeja or orthopedic hospital? The thing is this, although we don't have enough, if we say we don't have enough or we are overworked, it's fine. But if it's not working, that is not true.
Why are your politicians running out of country when they get sick?
We are not talking about politicians now. We are not talking about politicians now. We are talking about hospital not working.
Are they not citizens of Nigeria? Are they not?
Listen. Politicians can do whatever they want to do. Let me tell you, politicians will not drive Nigeria, made in Nigerian cars. Does that make Nigerian cars terrible? Does that make the Nigerian cars innocent vehicles? Does that make it a terrible product? It is not a terrible product. Nigerian politicians will not just drive it because we want to show off. Everybody wants to show off.
Dr. Femi,
that's a Nigerian mentality.
Dr. Femi, have you heard this saying? Have you heard this saying? You know a dead fish when it starts thinking from the head. Have you heard that before? Thank you.
I heard it. You said it again.
I end my case. In my case, because let me tell you something.
All right, gentlemen, let's
zero in.
Have you also heard that the tree does not grow from the head? Have you ever told that the fruit does not grow from the head? It starts from the roots. Have you heard that too? Okay, the root of our problem. Listen, the leaders we have in Nigeria did not jump from heaven. They grew from amongst us. They came from amongst us. They are part of us.
Dr. Femi, let me ask you a question. Fuel subsidy, what did it take for the whole nation to go into chaos? One sentence alone. Subsidy is gone. Fire came upon the nation and uprooted everything. That is exactly what we're saying. Let the president, our beloved president, let him come out and deal with these issues. When he issue a decree as the executive president, then the rest will carry out the execution.
They are two different things entirely. They are two different things entirely.
Yes, let's not go off the topic there. So viewers, we have viewers with us here. Viewers, we, the SSM team, the gentlemen here, we all send our condolences to this family of Ifunanya Wangene, 26-year-old young lady, rose to prominence after appearing on The Voice Nigeria, a local version of a singing competition they do in Nigeria. And she actually has a beautiful voice. Now she's gone from the snake bite. Our condolences, and we hope people will now sit up and know that Nigeria, being a tropic, being a heavily forested country, we need to also understand that snakes could be around. It's not about the diabolic thing. It's not about, it's also that snakes live in such environments where you have trees and grasses and all of that. And we have that a lot in Nigeria. Gentlemen, let's go down to the Grammys. Yes, last night, till this morning, in fact, some of us didn't sleep. We had to follow everything so we can report back to. The Grammy, like you all know, is the highest musical event in the world, and everybody wants to be at the Grammy. So Grammy had its show yesterday. The interesting thing there was we were highly recognized. Fela Kuti, you all know Fela Kuti. Fela Kuti was given
a lifetime.
Yes, Fela Anikulapo Kuti.
Yes,
Fela Anikulapo Kuti.
Yes, sir. Was given a lifetime achievement award, and the whole Nigeria plus our president hails him at that award, postmortem Grammy award. Gentlemen, who saw the Grammy? A lot of things happened there too. Trump is angry with some of the things that happened. Trump says he's taking the MC, the moderator, anchorman for the day. He's taking him to court.
For the joke.
Trevor Noah, and other minor things also happened. So, George, did you see the Grammy?
Well, yeah, the most notable one is this what you're talking about. Trump is threatening to sue. I think Trump should man up and then face what he's doing. Don't worry about jokes. It's a joke. A joke is a joke. Why are you worried about that? Don't pay attention. The one that really touches me is the South African star Tyler that has won the second Grammy in 3 years, taking home Best African Music Performance at 2026 Grammys for the hit Push to start, solidifying a global rise and dominance in modern African music. And this is the second year. Her victory comes amid strong competition from artists like Burna Boy, Davido, iStar, Wizkid, Eddie Kenzo, sparking mixed reactions online and largely celebrating African growing global influence. So, and then these South African people, they're doing well. We applaud them. But the only problem we have with the South Africans is for some reason they want to rise and compete with Nigeria. They want to rub shoulders with us. They can't now. They can't. One iStar, just iStar alone will do many things. So let's just
what about Fela taking the lifetime award? What will you say?
It's amazing. It's incredible.
Fela is an enigma. He's a legend. So it's high time that they done that. On the Tyler thing that the award thing, it said global performance. Please, I don't know. I don't know what the criteria for that is. I've not seen the Tyler they're talking about. I've never seen a show in Nigeria in UK. Nigerian artists will fill up in a stadium. Nigerian artists, Burna Boy will fill up a stadium. This Tyler, because I was asking my children who are younger, who are teenagers and who are young men, they know her, but if she's only a concert in Tottenham Stadium, I heard if she can fill up a stadium. And this thing is it. I think it's high time we start overhyping this Grammy thing. We need to focus on African heritage music. Fela should not have. It's not in 2026 that they should be recognizing Fela. 2026 Fela? No. If they could do it Fela now, then this Grammy is overrated.
Okay,
the Grammy is overrated.
Is a discussion I'm having also with some media moguls, media big shots. Africa should actually come together and have its own kind of Grammy where we celebrate ourselves, our people, our achievement, instead of looking into this white, because the Grammy is a white man's arrangement. It's the West.
That's the white man's arrangement. And they call it global. Only now they're beginning to recognize Afrobeat. I know how long we fought in this place.
So the indices, the factors they look at for music also is not what we look at. We have our African rhythm and beat. We know what the good music is. So Tyler cannot be said to be making. Yes, I listen to her song, but I find it hard to understand how that music really catches a lot of people because it's mixed with the pop and the white man's kind of music. So maybe that's why they like it, because it has a white influence in it. But good music is coming from Ghana, from Nigeria. Good music is coming from the heart of Africa. That's what we call music. So we should say it here in this network that Africa should also arrange something. You see, because we're not good at arranging things. We don't know ourselves. We don't
need to copy. Do our own way. We don't have to do what they do. Our own way to recognize. Yes, we need to do that. We need to do that.
So we will know, the directors and the people behind will know what good music, who really has that touch to get the award, not just one music, one fluke, and they give her all the accolades and leave the good music that we enjoy. Anyway, the Grammy 2026 has gone, viewers, and Tyler, the South African singer, won her second Grammy, beating all the four other Africans. It's called Best African Music category. That was her category. And the 24-year-old beat Davido, Burna Boy.
Is that Best African? What's Best African in that song?
That's it. And everybody just beat everybody. Even iStar, there's a girl called iStar that is also like her.
Yeah.
Arista's
Yeah.
music, I think, is more melodious.
Of course, of course,
Of course.
of course.
Arista. Anyway, that's it. So, gentlemen, is there anything we said a lot today? But is there any other thing you guys want to add? Let's go. We were giving 10 minutes extra in the network.
Okay. Well, I just want to applaud two of you, Dr. Olufemi, and I just want to applaud you for your diligence.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
You are really a superstar among us, honestly.
Yes.
You know,
because he goes head on with us.
He's a busy man. A busy man, and you just craft out this time for for the love of the country. I really applaud you highly. So thank you.
Now let me tell you guys. They are watching us. Believe me.
Oh,
Abuja,
yeah, they are.
Abuja. Next week, I hope you guys will be here. We'll be having a strong woman from the north of Nigeria, Hajia Najatu. She's coming. She's watching. A lot of people are watching. Prominent people are watching what you're saying. So don't think you're saying to the empty air. People are listening, and they want to be part of what they want to come in. They want to also join in the dialogue. So
That's
yes,
and there's a uniqueness, to the Schengen Story Media. The uniqueness is the diasporian content from different parts of the world. It's different. It's unique. You can't find it anywhere. Because he's talking from UK standpoint, I'm talking from North American standpoint, and then the Russian will come in. The people from other areas will come in and bring their own narrative based on where they are, the way we see things. So I really, and I'm praying for our country. Continue to pray for our president, that God will grant him the wisdom and the leadership in Nigeria, all the way to the grassroots movements leaders.
Amen.
That we will be looking in the same direction together, not looking at each other, so that we can prosper and go to that paradise that God has apportioned for us, appropriated for Nigeria. That's what
God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
Go ahead, Dr.
And thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm flattered, and also I look forward to every Monday evening to voice to put out my voice for my motherland. And it's an honor to be with gentlemen like this, men of integrity. I always look forward to chatting with you, because I know the Nigerian blood, green blood flows in your heart. God bless you, and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Awesome. Viewers, you see how we connect here. We will bash ourselves, but we are still brothers. And this is the Nigerian spirit. Nigerians are great people. We love ourselves, and we look for a better Nigeria. Femi okay says better Nigeria. And we all plan to see a better Nigeria with him too. So until we come again on Wednesday, we'll be talking more with more other issues. We'll be looking into other angles also. So you guys have a beautiful week. It's a new week. February is a beautiful week. It's my month. This is my birth month. Yes.
Oh, what day is your birthday?
27th February.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So we'll added
27th.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Well, okay. Some days, some. I was hoping that it wasn't 28.
No, it was. It's 29. It's 29 that comes every
29. Okay,
29. My sister is 29th. My sister is 29th, and she has a birthday for 4 years.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's interesting. All right, guys. Have a beautiful week. God bless you
all. God bless. Bye. Peace out.